at the forefront of Winners Finals. Ronnichu has been looking for his first big Texas win. He's been on the precipice, second at Reverie, typically is in that top 4 or 5 area, but hasn't been able to get it done. SHADIC has been at the top of the mountain, but also not very often as well, usually getting gate kept by Lima or Bunes.
Right,
So.
SHADIC is usually, I think recently too, has been kind of in the. He got that blowout win at Arthi, last year, and I think outside of that has been you're right, consistently top 4ing. Ronnie obviously doesn't have that win to his name yet, but I think he's gotten closer each and every big regional he throws himself at, and this league right here is the I mean, obviously he's sitting in Winners Finals, so if there's any time to do it, it'd be now.
Yeah, both of these players, in other words, we're saying this, both players want this really bad. They both want to put themselves on the top of the mountain once again. But like I said, this was a very, very convincing win for Ronnichu last time around. I just think Snake's ability to interrupt momentum is just so key, and that was almost killing. What?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I don't know if it was a weekend of the bear, but SHADIC also just incredible DI to react to that too.
And I like how Ronnichu didn't go straight from the Nikita edge guard, knowing that up B would just essentially beat it out. He waited for the edge trap, but gonna find it anyways. And yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, Snake is a very tricky matchup. He doesn't really have a lot of those, like, he doesn't really fight Ronnichu on a consistent basis, doesn't really fight Renegade like we do in Austin. So, you know, it's a character that you have to do a lot of studying against, a lot of situational preparation.
Absolutely, yeah. Snake in terms of, like, I think has one of the biggest matchup techs, I think, out of the top tiers. Oh,
okay,
beautiful.
Well, that was an interaction I did not expect to happen this
I mean Ronnie kind of has been doing that, right? Like he'll Z drop a grenade right behind him and then start starting an F smash. So I mean, SHADIC been paying attention.
All right, this is where it's really, really tough for Snake. Gonna get these landed, and up B not gonna break Cypher though.
Yeah.
You gotta, I guess, use it on the landing or
probably
time
just
it
need
well.
Yeah, probably just need like a couple more hits of it because I do believe it's like a percentage-based armor.
I think it's no, I do believe it is a per hit. I think your attack per hit has to break it.
I think it's heavy armor because like Bowser kind of works the same way on his tilts. I think it's similar with Cypher.
Oh, but
that back air does a lot of damage and will do it.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that he used that pin movement on the platform to get himself up there. But Ronnie gonna respond very quickly. He's some of the best with Snake's normals. He will not, let you land like a lot of Snakes would. And now gonna use that B reverse situation to set up that fortress. Gonna make SHADIC work as hard as he can to get in here. But still, SHADIC doing pretty well. I mean, definitely using the advantage they were accustomed to, really hitting hard. Once he gets these hits, gonna get those 2 up airs here. But that grenade just gonna hamper SHADIC's momentum.
Yep, big chase here. Okay. Yep, just sitting at that mid range here. Yeah. Good punish on the pin there.
And usually the pin is just such a safe option in that situation. But with all the explosives, pin becomes a detriment.
Yeah,
you're essentially going head first in all those explosions.
Yeah, even that Nikita, even after SHADIC got the pin, the Nikita forced him to reset neutral.
So yeah, I mean, this character just does a good job of just limiting Corrin's options and just making him more linear than he already is. But right now, gonna find that air dodge with the nade and gonna find the stage spike too.
Oh my goodness, that was an insane offstage there by Ronnie. Goodness,
just good improvisation there to find himself back to center. And now with both these players at high percent, who's gonna take it? Gonna get the nair there to send him in a good spot. Shy with the ledge trap, gonna find the grab, but that will not do it. Yeah, down throw's just gonna set him into a juggle spot here.
Yep, gotta watch out for those. Yeah, there you go.
And that is what you need to do against Snake.
Gigantic up air.
Yeah, just gonna find the B reverse before it comes out. You're gonna just stuff out the Snake before he can get his movement going. And that's what you need to do. Looking a lot more prepared in this matchup already than what we saw at Reverie. The attacking Snake always at his weakest. So good job for SHADIC. I mean, these will probably not be the last time these two play, if I have to say, so you might as well get good at the Snake matchup. We'll do wonders. And at the major level, I mean, with Apollo Kage and these other Snakes, at these brackets, you've got to be prepared for this character.
I do think, I mean, it's weird because, like, I feel like for a while, we didn't really see Snakes make it very far in like, the Nationals and the Majors and stuff like that. But I think there's kind of been a renaissance of Snake in the recent months. Obviously, you got AK coming in, MVD's pulled together a few solid things. And of course, the Japanese Snakes, too, really starting to pop up.
Yeah.
Dio and Shogun both doing some good numbers out there as well. So, it's cool seeing this character work himself back into the meta at a consistent basis. I think he's always been pretty popular regionally, but again, it's the Nationals is what people pay attention to and complain about the most, right?
Yeah,
So.
exactly. It's like Snake was really strong that first year of the game, and then yeah, like you said, had a drastic slowdown, but was, finding his way back. So see if Ronnichu can kind of be a part of that new Snake renaissance. But yeah, so SHADIC has to be prepared here. But getting a quick 50 right there, it's just going to be, yeah, I mean, these just massive Corrin hitboxes. SHADIC is just going to have to be so precise on how he pressures Snake, because any one of them will blow up these grenades.
Yeah, that's kind of the vice of having such a huge huge normals is now you will hit Snake, but you'll also hit his grenade too.
Yeah, the pin won't be as as effective as well. Yeah, like I said, Smashville, it was so good for Ronnichu with that C4 platform or C4 on the platform. Yeah, and that luckily with SHADIC, he's gonna have the up B to power through the Nikita, but he can't power through that up tilt.
Yeah, Pin's gonna throw. Okay, using the pin to kind of extend there, but he just eats 30.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got kind of caught in your movement there, and you got to be careful, right? Because Ronnichu will be throwing everything he can at you on the way down, so you definitely got to be careful on how you're doing every single landing.
Both grenades, a C4, and also possibly a Nikita as well.
Okay, Ronnichu setting up for it. Gonna unfortunately get a misstep, gonna blow himself up, but still playing very, very evasive here, making it very, very tough for SHADIC to close this out. Trying to use his falling up air, gonna eat a grenade almost into the Nikita. Yeah, this is the Snake Zone, man. This is where you do not want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. You think that platform can be used as a way to approach, but unfortunately that platform 2 is also covered by a bunch of explosives.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, Ronnichu's just shield camping below this platform, knowing that, Corrin doesn't really have a way to, attack that, but luckily going to get the falling up air from the platform, going to do it 80%. Okay, going to get the grab. Going to catch the early Cypher. This is your opportunity for SHADIC.
Oh no, Ronnie's able to make it back down into the up air, gets the weakest of weak hits. That move seems so inconsistent.
And
man.
the up tilt just happens to catch spot dodge too.
Yeah.
It's like, why is that move even active for as long as it is? But still, as we say that, SHADIC getting a hold of this new advantage state, definitely getting some percentage on the Snake, trying to close this gap. Oh yeah, just air dodging right into the Nikita. Just Corrin with not the Mets mobility, so you have to take that out.
There it is.
And timed up B to perfection, going to catch that landing. That was new. We did not see that at Reverie. Definitely going to lab that.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the set, he tried to go for it, but just didn't get the amount of hits he needed to break that armor. Tried it again the second time around, got basically the whole entire move, and it paid off for him.
Yeah, that move is really insane. Knockback. Like in doubles, you get a combo into it, it just disintegrates you. So definitely going to destroy a Snake landing. And yeah, I mean, SHADIC, was down early, but definitely playing through his outs and going to convert off his own grenade into 73%.
That's unfortunate. That's the worst feeling as a Snake too.
Yeah, it's like, damn, I thought you were my boy.
Yeah. You just end up playing. yourself, putting yourself at a disadvantage.
It's like, hey, bro, sorry, man. The SHADIC's kind of nice. Got to help him out here. Set the nade, and now gonna put him in a really bad spot here. Gonna find his way to the center platform though, and unfortunately could not get that bear.
Yeah, outside of these two grenades, SHADIC really hasn't been touched in a while. But he's taking some collateral damage now, but still, 30 to 130 is quite a bit of a gap here. Uh-oh.
Really, really good roll from Ronnichu, but that up B's just gonna power through everything that Ronnichu has. He can't take any more hits, but hey, Snake is a tank. He can maybe live a few more.
Oh, pins him in. Oh, good awareness, knowing that the kick would probably miss, just drops him on it.
Yeah, and I really like the reaction from SHADIC anyways to force the tech chase, but Ronnichu choosing the select option. It is so scary when you're on that platform because Corrin, it's just sharking you from below, and that's 2-0 for SHADIC right now.
Yeah, I mean that's such an unfortunate situation to be in. You have to commit to something, right? You can't sit there too long because you'll get shield poke. But jumping away, man, just a short hop even too. Didn't even have to really. I don't think he really put a full hop into it. Just short hop up aired and caught him trying to escape that platform.
I'm telling you. Well, pretty good stuff here from SHADIC. Essentially flipping the script from Reverie. He looked very lost, looked unprepared, and now, using all the tricks in his arsenal to try to go up, into grands here and just one game away.
Yeah. Especially knowing that you've got a pretty solid record against everyone waiting below you and losers. If SHADIC does happen to take this set, getting that pressure win on Ronnie is going to help out a lot. And then I feel like his sets against Lima are pretty 50-50, and I'm sure he's positive on Bull Hall, so.
Yeah. I think he at least has a lot of experience against everybody in the bottom three regardless. But yeah, okay, Ronnie getting his conversions a little more, that we're accustomed to seeing. But yeah, he can't hold Les against that Nikita. It's just going to hit you anyways. That's why it's a pretty oppressive tool at the corner.
Oh, and there you go. The smash. That's what Ronnichu's taking. We're fine with staying here on Smashville. Corrin tall enough to be hit by the C4 if she's walking underneath the platform.
Exactly. Okay, you know, just like you said, just try to set up as much as you can of your Ronnichu. Just force SHADIC to go into these giant hitboxes. Force him to go into these giant nades to get some trades going, to get some damage. But, I mean, SHADIC staying patient as always. I mean, really moving through all of Snake's projectiles well.
All right, how do you get yourself out of this?
It's rough. And as you can see, trying to catch the landing with the back air. But I mean, listen, as long as you're Corrin, you can take the stock early. You have a lot of options, you know, if you get the back air in the corner, if you get the up B on the landing. You know, as long as you just hold on to the stock, and SHADIC is staying relentless here to survive. Okay, nade in hand, he's gonna blow it up, gonna get the trade there.
He's trying to close that gap one dash in at a time. But now at 170, he's got to play around grab so much too. If he gets going here, it's over.
Yeah, but still, as we say that, there are so many things that can end the SHADIC life. But I mean, he is just refusing to die. Just doing a good job to just try to lower this gap as much as he can. And just gotta love the patience from the kid right now.
Oh, just came over the F smash. Eats it, but dash attack still not doing it.
Air dodges there, passing the Kita, barely getting out of there. Spot dodges up, and yeah, I mean, Ronnichu unable to close out the stock right now. Snake, it can be a little bit annoying, right? I mean,
209, goodness. All right, there we go. The hot pursuit of the Nikita going to close it out. Probably took, we got there in the end. Probably took a little bit longer than we intended, but
I love how one SHADIC stock there was essentially the length of most Kazuya games.
Right.
Like most Kazuya sets would have been over by now.
Oh, absolutely.
But good job from SHADIC, just make it as difficult as possible, even though he's down. But
and Ronnie's starting to build a pretty solid lead here. You know, we love the Snake extra credit, more damage, 85 and climbing. He's flapped him now.
Covers the roll. I think I merged with that percent, and now, yeah, Ronnichu, if he's gonna make his his 3-0 comeback, it definitely begins here. But gonna get that reverse on the platform. Gotta love that pin movement from SHADIC. Just cover as much area as possible. Good trade.
Domed him.
Normally when you trade with back air, it's good for you, but not against that move.
Yeah, that's a bit rough for sure. And now 3 stocks to 1 here. Ronnie figuring something out here.
Oh, he's figuring out something. I'm surprised he didn't cover that landing, but at the same time, this is how Smashville can be such hell against Snake, man. I mean, all the explosives, so much coverage. It is just so rough. And yeah, that's another thing. It's like that F tilt can catch your trigger up, but you have to be so perfect with it. Right now, Ronnie looking to at least begin this comeback. Yeah, you got the up air, but you also took 30, and that's what's hard about Snake is you can kill him, but you're going to take some hits in the process.
Oh, wow. That was crazy. I understand the thought process there. It's a shame that it didn't work out, but...
Yeah, I mean, you are up by so much of the big plays. You might as well go for them now before SHADIC starts to level this up. 80% just like that. Converts up. SHADIC's been so good at converting off his own grenades. Really good stuff there on the matchup as well. Now 89.
All right, good. You have perfectly timed spot dodge there, and now you got to watch out. SHADIC's on the move. Oh, back air, I guess?
Yeah, weird trade.
Looked like a back air.
Weird trade with up air and back air. SHADIC lost that game, but I still, love the way he fought till the end, and definitely, I felt like forced Ronnichu to really work for it regardless. So, definitely would have liked to close it out there, but, still like his chances moving forward. So we'll see. Ronnichu looked very comfortable on Smashville. I do think the counter pick is going to do some good work.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where he's going to take, where SHADIC's going to take Ronnie here on his counter pick.
He's really liked PS2 a lot, I think.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Snake likes PS2 too. So.
All right. Well, that sounds like a Pokemon theme. So.
We're going PS2. Yeah. I bet 99. I bet a lot of money.
I can see Kalos too. I feel like the it's got the walls, so SHADIC can do the pin stalls and everything like that. But.
All right. Can SHADIC secure his way into Grands? Oh, it is Kalos. Okay.
Yeah, pin stalls are good. The platform here is definitely it's like fake soulless. You think you're safe here, but I think with SHADIC against Corrin specifically, that back air covers that entire platform, up air covers that entire platform. So I think a lot of people will use it as kind of like a bastion to escape them from the ledge. But if SHADIC covers that properly, it's just going to be like a more of a tool for SHADIC to complete the the ledge trapping than it is more so for Ronnie to make it back.
I also think that you use that pin on that platform, like this pin movement, you can cover so much of Snake trying to get down. So I will be curious to see if he uses this kind of like a booster to cover those high recovery Snake. But these Nikitas, I think, have been very, very problematic for Corrin. You don't have the best frame data to swat it away, and you don't have the best mobility to avoid it. So it's just a very problematic move for Corrin to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of the time. But even since, I mean, Kalos, both these characters can live a long time, especially Snake. And that's going to be the downside for picking Kalos against Snake, because his survivability is going to be maximized.
Yeah, survivability is good, and I think Snake just does better. Snake just does great on flat stages anyway, so you're kind of taking some good and some bad here, but definitely not out of the woods yet. Only 132, one of those backers is all you need.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to use those on the platform, but now knowing that, Ronnichu tries to get out of there, but really, really good response from SHADIC to catch those landing. He's been so good at abusing that Snake disadvantage. Number one thing got to do in the matchup, and just so many aerials being thrown out. Ronnichu just kind of pinned, quote-unquote pinned in the corner. Right. Just trying to escape where he can. And now he does, gets a solid conversion right now.
Yeah, good awareness, dude. Reacts to the weak up air and follows up on up tilt to maximize that amount of damage he gets here. We're dead. Well, we're even, basically.
The fair there would have been absolutely wild, of course. Ryan's going to go for everything. He's just known for that. Such an insane player. Okay, the pin. Pin's not doing a lot this set because I think the explosive just honestly negating them. And now you can see SHADIC getting a little frustrated in the player cam, just kind of running into a lot of explosives. I think, his mentality that was so good the first 2 games started to maybe be affected a little bit. And
I mean, far be it from me. You have to have an iron will to not get frustrated playing against the Snake, for sure.
Yeah, especially a Snake of Ronnichu's caliber. And he has to hold it together here because Snake is just a character. Everything can snowball so quickly if you start to get frustrated, if you start to give him an opening. So Ronnichu using Kalos' size against him, living for as long as you can, and throwing these nades on the way down, just going to slowly chip away at SHADIC. Okay, there's the pin moment, like I said, on this platform. Ooh, tried the crazy tube-in from the reverse side.
Try to catch him on the other side. Ronnie able to make it back in time at 172 now. One more hit should close it out. Just barely dodges the dragon shot.
Okay, the pin movement catching Ronnichu by surprise. What an excellent movement option for SHADIC. It's not 63% here, but his strings are so strong. This is not a deficit really against him. So, but as we say,
damage starts.
Okay, the trade from the nades though going to interrupt that Corrin pressure, but 41% already lined up here.
Drops here. Okay, yeah, 108. You're in big danger territory now, even on something as big as Kalos.
Yeah, I get that C4 at the center of the platform. Going to use it there. Nade's going to interrupt SHADIC, just trying to find his way through the stone wall pressure.
That was so good. The shield.
What? Converted the Nikita off the nade. That was crazy.
Oh, it's still out. It's still active. Oh my goodness, big chase here. He's got a back foot now. Oh, but the backer's going to launch him all the way across, and unfortunately, the counter pick not coming out in his favor, and now we're even up 2 apiece.
I'm seeing SHADIC's frustration on the camera. He's trying to hold it together, but Ronnichu is just crawling his way back into the set, using that mental damage that Snake can inflict on his opponents, and wants to get the grands here. He has not gotten his big win. He has not gotten his big win in Texas yet, and he wants it just as bad as SHADIC does.
As a wise man once said, he might have that dog in him. He just might.
Oh, yeah?
He just might.
Damn.
But Colossus, a reverse 3-0 would be a great cap to put himself on the winner side of Grands here. We'll see if SHADIC opts to run it back to Kalos. I definitely don't think the stage was really an issue there too much. I definitely think you're right. He definitely let himself, I think, he definitely put himself in some bad situations, I think, just by a little bit of overextension. Swaps over to the Cynthia team.
Well, I'll just none of these guys not only want to be in Grands because they don't want to fight Lima. I don't give a crap if you're Snake as well. You are scared of Lima.
Yeah, you can definitely. I feel like you can. I think with a second set buffer, you definitely can provide yourself some deterrence. But yeah, I don't think. Yeah, playing Lima for third does not sound like the ideal situation.
No, none of them want
If Lima even happens to, I don't know. Bullhall was playing pretty hot against in that mid.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, he just did 3 of you. Maybe I'm counting him out too soon. To be fair, you're completely right on that. All right, game 5. He is sticking with Kalos. We'll see if it works out for him. I'm not sure because Ronnichu is controlling space so well.
Yeah, he definitely is controlling the space, but I definitely think if SHADIC is willing to just be a little more calm, especially in these big trading situations, and not kind of let the need to approach and get to him as much, I think he'll be fine. He definitely seems very comfortable on this stage. But you know, Ronnie's got that momentum, right? He's brought it back to 2 straight games now. Reverse hero is on the horizon, so you know, the ball's in Ronnie's court to capitalize off of that momentum.
And you can see how slow this has started out for both players. I mean, usually they'd already lost the stock by now, or a lot of damage would have been inflicted. Both players want this so bad. They're going to make sure every opening counts and make sure every opening is hardest to get as possible here. But now we get the double nade conversion. Ronnichu trying to convert here. But SHADIC with a slightly, not much against Snake, but finally going to find this. He hasn't really found those clean pins. Going to go way up there for the backer. Going to get his essentially first early lead I've seen in a very long time for SHADIC.
Yeah, absolutely. Finally got himself some a bit of breathing room, I should say. But at 94%, no extra credit. Something has to. You got to capitalize as much as you can off this. This is not much of a lead to be had against Snake.
Not really. And oh my God, trying to use it, sell off that platform. But now SHADIC getting another opening here. This could be curtains, because when this kid finds his way into advantage, it's so hard to get out. But of course, Snake with the plethora of tools to do that, getting the explosive. But definitely SHADIC, try to just separate here and just end it while he can.
Great spot touch there. Timed it perfectly on that up tilt.
Just staying patient and shield, holding center stage. Yeah, Ronnichu getting aggressive here, throwing out these tilts, knowing he has to find a way to end the stock, or SHADIC's just going to take it right now. But nice roll out of that pin, because that would have maybe put Ronnichu in a bad spot. Okay.
Yeah, continuing to grab here. Oh, down throw does just extra damage here now, taking a whole 80. And wanted to chase, didn't quite get it. Ronnie able to find his way around it, but the pin. I mean, Snake's a heavy boy.
And using that delay on the platform, just going to attack Ronnichu on the way down. SHADIC's, destroying that Snake recovery in this game 5.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great adjustment here by SHADIC, turning what looked like a set to be slipping away from him. Now just a dominant game 5 to start out so far at 156, and still no signs of dying.
Yeah, and I mean, we know how long SHADIC can hold on to these stocks. He has shown that he is durable, to say the least. At 180, still holding on. Looking very, very patient. Ronnichu, he's not rushing it though. Even though he's down, he definitely knows that if he can just get a few conversions here, and get SHADIC to run into a few items, he can definitely do well here. Getting the F tilt 1, but SHADIC is not panicking. He's not giving Ronnichu an option he wants.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a whole stock to play with, but again, you don't want to get too complacent. So Snake will absolutely sneak up on you if you're not careful.
Okay, gonna get another conversion off your own grenade. Ronnichu just trying to stay composed here, but SHADIC is bearing down him, and he wants to get to this grand final so badly, and he just needs a few more hits to do so. And Ronnichu just kind of scrambling here in these close quarter situations. SHADIC is just beating him out every time.
Yeah, big chase here. Okay, grenades coming in. He's again still keeping parity here. They're about same percent, but just a stock apart. Ronnie's gonna have to find some sort of way to capitalize on top of it. Up air and almost killing, not quite. Callus coming in clutch for SHADIC here.
Ooh, I thought he was going to maybe try to punish that paralyzer. He was in decent position, but he's going to almost die to that Akita. He's going to air dots down perfectly.
How did he miss? How did he not get hit by that one? That's actually crazy.
Yeah, that definitely hurts Ronnichu, because he had to have that kill to even it up right now, because now with SHADIC has a 2-to-1 deficit. Going to pin. It's going to be untechable, and SHADIC gets to grands off amazing edge guarding against Snake.
And there you go, man. The counter pick coming in clutch. A lesson to learn probably for the future. Might want to ban Callus against SHADIC or Corrin in general. That was, like I said, he needed to make that one adjustment in his gameplay. Was able to capitalize, I think, even more off of the stage there, using it to his advantage, and pulled the reins back ever so slightly. Avoided being caught in any sort of Snake Typhoon, and it worked out. That was a great. I mean, that's just a perfect way to get that game 5 and to stop any sort of